man spend his entire life for God? God informs us about the real meaning of the life of this world in Surah 67, verse 2. He who created death and life to test which of you is best in action. He is the Almighty, the ever-forgiving. As stated in this verse, everybody is tested in his deeds. Those who do good desire to earn the pleasure of God and to enter paradise. And they know that they therefore need to spend every moment of their lives engaged in such an effort. Some people, however, are mistaken on this point. They think that only performing prayers and avoiding what is forbidden are for the pleasure of God, and that the rest of the time is not connected to the religion. In fact, man should try to earn the good pleasure of God at every single moment, in every word, in every thought, and in every deed. A person who intends to devote every moment of his life to God always speaks in a manner that will be pleasing to him. He reminds people of God, forbids them what is wrong, and commands them to do what is right. At every instant, he considers how he can best earn the good pleasure of God. To spend one's entire life for God is among the basic demands of the religion. Therefore, in Surah 6, verse 162, God commands believers to say, "My prayer and my rights, my living and my dying are for God alone, the Lord of all the worlds." Why should not man deem himself self-sufficient? The main purpose of a person who fears God is to be morally pleasing to Him. This person knows that he needs to improve himself and to engage in a continual effort to be better in behavior, because virtues such as sincerity, honesty, diligence, self-sacrifice, and modesty have no upper limits. In other words, no one can say, "I have achieved model behavior. It couldn't be any better than this." A person's spiritual improvement will be rapid if he sees himself as imperfect and seeks to become better. Such a person purifies himself of his wrongdoings and progresses towards even better behavior every single day. a matter of fact, he is unable to find his faults and imperfections, and so cannot amend them, which prevents improvement. God states in Surah 96, verses 6 and 7, that imagining oneself to be self-sufficient is a serious mistake. No, indeed. Truly, man is unbridled, seeing himself as self-sufficient. For that reason, man should not deem himself sufficient, neither in performing good deeds that would please God, nor in spiritually improving himself. Using the reason that God granted to him, he should always ask for improvement. Do concepts such as impatience and despair have any place in the lives of believers? In verse 200 of Surah 3, God advises the faithful to be patient in times of difficulty. You who believe, be steadfast, be supreme in steadfastness, be firm on the battlefield, and heed God, so that hopefully you will be successful. Believers use their intellect, all material and spiritual means, and make the best possible effort in order to overcome difficulties. Yet on the other hand, knowing that hardships are special conditions that God creates to test them, and that there is an absolute good hidden behind these events, they put their trust in God. Trust in God is essential in the steadfastness of believers. They have an explicit trust that God creates every event with absolute wisdom, and that in answering the prayers of believers, He will remove these difficulties. That is why believers never experience such feelings as despair and hopelessness. Stating in Surah 39, verse 53, "Say, my servants, you